Decision-making 105. Organizational research by Professor Emmanuel Teiti, Country Director, Ye Africa Research, Ye ACK International. Exploration research. This session will be looking at exploration research. And we said exploration research is an important research which aid in discovering endowment, research that aid in discovering endowment for nations like oil exploration, timber exploration research, diamond exploration research. So this type of research is very, very, very important in discovering prosperity for every nation, or for nations, for organizations, and for individuals. So we want to look at exploration research. Exploration research is a type of research design that is used to investigate a research question when a researcher has limited knowledge or understanding of a topic or a phenomena under study. The primary objective of exploration research is to gain insight and gather primary information that can help the researcher better define the research problem and develop hypotheses or research questions for further investigation. So application of exploratory research. An application of exploratory research. Exploratory research has many practical applications across various fields. Here are some few examples. Marketing research. In marketing research, exploratory research can be used to identify customer need, preference, and behavior. It can also help businesses understand market trends and identify new market opportunities. Product development. In product development, exploratory research can be used to identify customers' need and preference, as well as potential design flaws or issues. Potential design flaws or issues. This can help companies improve their product offering and develop new products that better meet customer need. Application of exploratory research. Continue. Social science. Social science. In social science research, exploratory research can be used to identify new areas of study, as well as developing new theories and hypotheses. It can also be used to identify potential research methods and approach. Healthcare research. In healthcare research, exploratory research can be used to identify new treatments, therapies, and intervention. It can also be used to identify potential risk factors or causes of health problems. Education. In education research, Exploratory research can be used to identify new teaching method and approach, as well as identify potential areas of studies for further research. It can also be used to identify potential barriers to learning or achievement. Type of exploratory research. So we want to look at type of exploratory research that we have. 1, literature review. This involves conducting a comprehensive review of existing published research, scholarly articles, and other relevant literature on the research topic or problem. It helps to identify the gaps in the existing knowledge and to develop new research questions or hypotheses. Pilot studies. A pilot studies is a small-scale preliminary studies that helps the researcher to test such procedure, instrument, and data collection method. This type of research can be used to identify any potential problem or issue with research design and refine the research procedure for a large-scale studies. Case study. Another type of exploratory research is case study. Case study. This involves an in-depth analysis of a particular case or a situation to gain insight into the understanding causes, processes, and dynamisms of the issue under investigation. It can be used to develop a more comprehensive understanding of a complex problem and to identify potential research questions or hypotheses. Focus group. Focus groups involve a group discussion that is conducted to gather opinion, attitude, and perception from a smaller group of individuals about a particular topic. This type of research can be useful in exploring the range of opinions and attitude towards a topic, identifying common themes and patterns, and general ideas for further studies. Another type of exploratory research is expert opinion. This involves consulting with experts or professionals in the field to gain their insight, expert, and opinion on the research topic. This type of research topic can be useful in identifying the key issues and concerns related to topic and in generating ideas for further research. Observation research. Observation research involves gathering data by observing people, events, or phenomena in their natural setting to gain insight into behavior and interactions. This type of research can be useful in identifying patterns of behavior and interactions and in general hypotheses or research questions for further investigation. Types of exploratory research. Exploratory research continues. Open-ended survey. Open-ended survey allows respondents to provide details and unrestricted response to questions, providing valuable insight into their attitude, opinion, and perception. This type of research can be useful in identifying common themes or patterns and in generating ideas for further research. Exploratory research data analysis method. Content analysis. This method involves analyzing text or other form of data to identify common themes, pattern, and trend. It can be useful in identifying patterns in the data and developing hypotheses or research questions. For example, if the researcher is analyzing social media posts related to a particular topic, content analysis can help identify the most frequency used words and what hashtags and topics. Team analysis. Team analysis identify and analysis patterns or themes in qualitative data, such as interview or focus groups. The researcher identifies occurring themes and patterns in the data and then categorize them into different themes. This can be useful in identifying common patterns or themes in the data and develop a hypothesis or research question. For example, a thematic analysis of interviews with healthcare professionals about patients' care may identify themes related to communication, patient satisfaction, and quality of care. Exploratory research data analysis method. Cluster analysis. This method involves grouping data into clusters based on their similarity or difference. It can be useful in identifying patterns in large data sets and grouping similar data points together. For example, if the researcher is analyzing customer data to identify different customer segments, cluster analysis can be used to group similar customers together based on their geographical purchasing behavior or preference. Network analysis. This method involves analyzing the related and connections between data points. It can be useful in identifying patterns in complex data sets with many interrelated variables. For example, if the researcher is analyzing social network data, network analysis can help identify the most influential users and their connection to other users. Grounded theory. Exploratory data analysis method. Grounded theory. This method involves developing a theory or explanation based on the data collection during the exploratory research process. The researcher develops a theory or explanation that is grounded in the data rather than relying on pre-existing theory or assumption. This can be helpful in developing new theories or explanations that are supported by the data. Application of exploratory research. Exploratory research has many practical applications across various fields. One, marketing research. In marketing research, exploratory research can be useful to identify customers' needs, preference, and behavior. It can also help businesses understand market trends and identify new market opportunities. Product development. In development of a product, exploratory research can be useful to identify customers' needs and preference, as well as potential design flaws or issues. This can help companies improve their product offering and develop new products that better meet customers' needs. Social science research. In social science research, exploratory research can be used to identify new areas of study as well as developing new theories and hypotheses. It can also be useful to identify potential research methods and approach. Application of exploratory research. Healthcare. In healthcare research, exploratory research can be useful to identify new treatment, therapy, and intervention. It can also be useful to identify risk factors or causes of health problems. Education. In education research, exploratory research can be useful to identify new teaching methods and approaches, as well as identify potential areas of study for further research. It can also be useful to identify potential barriers to learning or achievement. Examples of exploratory research. Here are some more examples of exploratory research from different fields. Social science. A researcher wants to study the experience of being a refugee, but there is limited existing research on the topic. The researcher conducts exploratory research by conducting an in-depth interview with refugees to better understand the experience, challenges, and needs. Healthcare. A medical researcher wants to identify potential risk factors for a rare disease, but there is limited information available. The researcher can conduct exploratory research by reviewing medical records and interview patients and their families to identify potential risk factors. Example of exploratory research. So we have some example here for exploratory research. Education. A teacher wants to develop a new teaching method to improve student management, but there is limited information on effective teaching method. The teacher conducts exploratory research by interviewing existing literature and by reviewing existing literature and interview other teachers to identify potential approach. Technology. A software developer want to develop a new app, but is unsecure about the features that users will find most useful. The developer must conduct exploratory research by conducting surveys and focus group to identify user preference and needs. Environmental science. An environmental scientist wants to study the impact of a new industrial plant on the surrounding environment, but there is limited existing research. The scientists conduct exploratory research by collecting and analyzing soils and water samples and conducting interviews with residents to better understand the impact of plants on the environment and the community. So, when you want to conduct an exploratory research on areas that there are limited information, the only way to go, or you are conducting a research and you find yourself in a very serious situation as to what to do, which area should start from. The best way to go is an exploratory research, which helps you to underscore by using a focus group or interviews, which will give you a vivid knowledge to explore whatever you need to explore. It will also direct you, and it will also help you to undertake the research. Like education, you want to find ways improving teaching method. Exploratory research is the best way to go by application of interview and focus group approaching teachers on which way to go. And that will help you to make a vivid decision. Thank you.